Hi, this is Billy Joe with Moon Goddess 114433, and I am bringing the Divine Feminines a pick a card reading for how to awaken your inner goddess. This can be for Divine Feminines, that those that carry the feminine energy, or this could be for females, women in general. So I only did 2 piles today, and there's 2 to choose from. Yes, these are my yoni eggs. Don't worry, they haven't been used yet. I wouldn't be having them on camera if they had been used. Anyways, so you have 2 to choose from. You have either the yoni egg made from the pink quartz, or the yoni egg made from the black onyx. The decks that I used today was the Goddess Power Oracle cards, Oracle of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish, the Love Your Inner Goddess Oracle cards, see, by Elena Fairchild, and Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection. So I do want to remind you that if you do want a personal reading, I do those. They are for any kind. I do relationships, love, career, healing, energy healing, divine countership, relationship connections like twin flames, soulmates. All my readings are $33.33. Just shoot me an email at moongoddess1133. No, I'm sorry, 114433. I'm forgetting my own. Ugh, whatever. You know who I am. moongoddess114433 at gmail.com. And then payments are sent to my PayPal. As soon as I do get a notification from PayPal, I will email you back and let you know when to expect your reading. I do have a turnaround time of about 24 to 48 hours. So I know most people, I know myself, if I order a reading, I'm like, hurry, I'm so ready to get it. I want to know. 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 Right? So, yeah, patience is not one of my strong suits. So, I think you should probably have had enough time now to pick which yoni egg you want. And I'm going to start off with the rose quartz, how to awaken your inner goddess. So this is the pink yoni egg. Yoni eggs, you can order them, like on eBay, probably on Etsy. I'm sure you can get them on Amazon. I'm not sure about that, but anyways, just make sure you study them, because and order them from a trustworthy site, because you want to get the actual stone and not just, you have to be careful of the stone, because you don't want to put something inside of you that's going to break. That would not be good. Okay, so how to awaken your inner goddess. So you have the number 6, the Japanese goddess Benzai 10. Number 25, Kali. Number 30, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I'm just going to pronounce it Mayat. Hope that's right. I don't know if you can see all these. Okay. And you have number 34, which breaks down to number 7, for Faceless Ghost and the Haunted Girl Ghost People. The number 12, which is equal to the number 3, Winged Seer, you see clearly, clairvoyance. Number 2 for Divine Badass. Number 22, Free Spirit. And then, of course, your little love note from the universe. We'll get to that in a little bit. So, let's see. So you have the Japanese goddess, number 6, Japanese goddess Benzai Tien for beauty. Okay, so when you get this card, it usually represents letting you know you are your most beautiful when you are yourself. It reminds you that knowing, accepting, and honoring yourself as a spiritual being in a physical body is the most beautiful aspect of all. Also let you know that self-care is highly important. It's very important to maintain your self-care. If you've been going through rough patches, I'm hearing that maybe even if some of you, very few of you may fight depression or low vibrations, make sure you maintain your self-care, because that does help you feel better about yourself. You have the number 25, which breaks into the number 7, Kali. Kali is the Hindu god of liberation and revolution. She basically tells you to embrace your shadow nature. Don't allow the belief systems of others to hold you down. Break the chains from your past. Break the chains from belief systems and behavior patterns. Be fierce and courageous. Okay? Then you have the number 30, which breaks into the number 3. And this is the Egyptian goddess Mayat. And she, again, is speaking about being your authentic self. Show your honest truth and live transparently. And when you do this, basically you're going to flood with your personal power, your goddess power. All 3 of these cards are basically saying, you have to walk in your truth. To step into your power, your goddess power, you have to be your divine self. You have to accept yourself for who you are. For me, I can tell you that I know it took a long time for me to step into my authenticity. I was raised, by a father who basically says that being clairvoyant is bullshit. And he would always tell me I was weird and quit being weird, quit being strange, Billy Joe. My ex-husband used to do the same thing to me. Stop acting weird. Stop acting strange. And I would hide who I truly am. And even when I saw things that would about to happen, I wouldn't warn anybody, because I was always taught that not to do that. And until my applesauce, and he's like, no, you be who you are. I am totally okay with your weirdness, as you call it. And my twin is he's amazing. He completely embraces and teaches me. I learned so much. He teaches me how to walk in my authenticity. And in turn, I help to teach other people how to walk in their authenticity. And this is basically the same thing. I see this in y'all's message. For many of y'all that's watching this deck, this pile, it's like you've held down your authenticity. You have this fearless ghost and the haunted girl and winged seer. You see clearly, clairvoyant. It's just tying that all together for me. I'm seeing it from my past. I just saw. Maybe you're able to see in other dimensions. Maybe you are clairvoyant. Maybe you're clairsentient, clairaudient. Maybe you get messages from people's loved ones that's passed on. I'm feeling very strongly about that for some of you. And it makes you uncomfortable because you hide that. It's like you don't, and it's for a purpose. Your gifts are your power, and it's for a purpose, so you can help other people. That's why it's like you have eyes in the back of your head. You have eyes everywhere. You are a spiritual and divine badass. Okay? be the free spirit you was always intended to be. Break free from the matrix. Be who, you know, just because someone says you have to do something a certain way, even with the YouTube card readings. If someone says you have to do it this way or this way, you have to read this way or this way, or for example, tarot cards. I don't read things like other people do. Like, I don't always put the definite definitions of each card in my readings. And I follow what spirit tells me. I follow my intuition, my inner voice. I listen to my spirit guides. And the same thing with you. You're a divine badass and you're a free spirit. Follow the beat of your own drum. And then you have, for your love note from the divine, this is the notes from the universe. And it says, you were born with that it quality. The note on the back says, do you want to know what's really beautiful? Confidence. Do you want to know what's really powerful? Persistence. Do you want to know what's really sexy? Please. I know about sexy. Not needing to be needed. And if still they don't notice your good looks, your strength, and your sachet, could you feel any more sorry for them? Tally-ho, the universe. So I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And girl, step up into your power. Okay, moving on to those of you that picked pile 2 with the black quartz yoni egg. Black quartz is good for absorbing past negative energies, like if you've ever been through any kind of traumas, and that's not just sexual traumas, it's any kind of trauma. It's also good for those that's going through menopause. Working with the yoni egg can help. When women go through menopause, they lose the ability to have wetness, and that teaches your body and works with it. So it hits those nerves and works with those nerves that produce natural lubrication. It's also, yoni eggs in general, also good for working for those people who have had natural childbirth. I know I had cesarean sections, so it doesn't really, they tell you to practice your Kegel muscles and tighten them and everything. That's good with practicing the Kegel muscles. Of course, to me, I feel it's important whether you've had a cesarean or you've had a natural childbirth. But I do know they've been specifically good for people who have natural childbirth. But anyways, deck 2, how to awaken your inner goddess. So you have the number 21, the number 3, Hestia, the number 1, Ain, and the number 24, or the number 6 for Isis. Let's see, okay. The number 4 for Snow Angel. The number 16, or the number 7 for Angel de la Muertes, transitions to the spirit realm. Number 18, or the number 9 for Creatix. The number 24, or the number 6 for Peacock Priestess. And then, of course, your note from the Divine Universe. Okay, so let's see here. The number 21, which can break into the number 3. So Hestia, she stands for home. She's a Greek goddess. Aligned with your truest self. And she basically talks about looking at your environment, your nest, your surroundings, your home. It should be your home, it should be your sanctuary. When you, at the end of the day, when you've went out into the world, you've went to work or you went to school, and when you come home at the end of the day, you want to come home to your sanctuary where you feel at peace. You know, and basically with this card, it speaks about clearing out old debris and tending to your house. This is not just your outer house that you live in physically, but also your inner house. Because your body, do remember your body is your temple. Then you have the number 1, Ain, for adaptability. So Ain is a Celtic shapeshifter goddess. Okay. She basically tells you to ask yourself, who do I need to become in order to experience the life I desire? And what in me needs to shift so I can welcome amazing abundance? Those are 2 questions that was actually in the book for this goddess power. But basically, she's asking you for adaptability to look within yourself to see what needs to shift within yourself to adapt to the life that you want. If you're wanting to manifest something, how are you going to make that happen? And your power of adaptability, the power of adaptability is part of your magic. And then you have the number 24 for the Egyptian goddess Isis. So Isis is about soul retrieval, resurrection, and rebirth. It's regeneration to live again. It's kind of like the phoenix that rises from the ash, okay? And she speaks about having courage to co-create. So it's like with all these cards I'm sensing, it's like basically telling you to take what you've had, take what you've been through, and transform it into something that you can use. Transform it into something more powerful for yourself. You have the snow angel, okay, which lets me know that you've already seen the signs. You've already been listening to spirit. You've already been seeing, and hearing, innately inside what you need to do. You already know the changes you need to make. For many of you, I feel like probably many of you, how it's like you've been feeling like this restlessness, like you got to do something. There's something you've got to get done, and you're feeling that energy just build up inside of you. And you have that angel de la mortis transitions to the spirit realm. That's because you are going through a transition. You have to go through a death to be reborn. You have to, even with the home and the clearing out the debris, you have to let go of the old. You have to clear it out, in order to be reborn, in order to adapt. You've got to clean the old out, purge it, let it go. How can you bring something new in if you ain't got space for it? So you have creatics. There's something you're meant to create. There's something that you're actually excited about, something you have in your mind that you want to create. You have the idea, you have the energy building up inside of you, the excitement. It's just building and building. And this is something that's going to help, many generations. His mother, daughter, sister, lover. I am enough written on her forehead. This is going to help. With that I am enough written on the forehead, for some reason I'm feeling this is going to have a huge impact on people's way of thinking and how women see themselves in general. Generally women, and anyone carrying a divine feminine energy is in the receptive energy. This is going to impact them spiritually, physically, in a major way. And it says, your note says, you know what to do. The back note says, in all battles of the heart over the mind, go with your heart, because truly it's a lot easier for your mind to catch up with your heart than for your heart to catch up with your mind. A whole lot. Not that I don't love your mind, the universe. So I hope that resonated, and if it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Remember, if you do need a personal reading on your inner goddess, you can shoot me an email at moongoddess114433 at gmail.com, and I will set you up. Have a wonderful